I've played a lot of TF2. In fact, I'm almost at 4,300 hours total playtime in TF2, which is 179 days and equal to 6 months straight of playing TF2. So I've played quite a lot. So at this point, surely you'd think I might be finding it boring or wanted to move on and do other things, right? Before we properly get into this, I just want to say a huge thank you for 95,000 subscribers. The fact that we've hit that milestone that quickly is insane. And it also means we're stupidly close to 100k. So there's going to be a lot of surprises when we do end up hitting it. So you're going to want to be subbed for that. Join the movement. Make sure you're part of it. Yeah, it's going to be quite good. I'm really excited. Anyway, is TF2 getting boring? Personally, I'd say no. And this might be a little bit controversial. There hasn't been a major update in over 1,000 days, as a lot of people love to remind you all the time. And my only answer really to that is, so? TF2 to me is in a good place where there is enough stuff to do in the game where you don't need a million major updates a year to stay entertained. And when people say there hasn't been a major content update, they completely ignore Halloween, which adds new contracts, adds new maps in, and there is other stuff to do while Halloween is active. I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, but complaining there's been no content since Jungle Inferno technically isn't even right. Also, during this lockdown, I've been playing more TF2 than I ever have before, making a video every single day and trying to live stream every day as well, which is a lot of time spent playing TF2, and I don't think I've felt bored at all during that time. I think obviously making content surrounding the game helps a lot because unfortunately a lot of what being a YouTuber actually is editing your videos, scripting your videos and planning out stuff. There's not like that much actually playing TF2 other than when I need to get gameplay for a video and when I'm live streaming. So I'm playing quite a bit, but not as much as people would think. But making TF2 content actually helps me think about the game in a creative way, like using certain weapons for a video, doing a challenge somebody sets me on stream, showcasing something funny that happens or some cool stuff that the community is creating in the workshop. Making content kind of makes me think about TF2 in a way I don't think I would if I wasn't making videos, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to look at TF2 in a way that would get me more video ideas, whereas a lot of people would just be playing like, what do I normally do when I play this game? I'm going to do that again. I can obviously see how somebody who doesn't create content or has no interest in doing that would find TF2 boring. But there's always a class you could try and get good at, or another weapon you could try out for a bit, or a new map, a new game mode, a community server, or something like that. In terms of pure gameplay experiences, TF2 is almost unlimited. I think I worked out once there was 500,000 combination of different weapons you could use, so you cannot possibly say you have done all of them. But actually using all 500,000 basically means you're using reskins over and over again. And do you know what? Probably not even possible because I don't think you can get some of the weapons anymore. Another important thing I think that I need to mention is that when I'm not making a video or I'm not streaming or setting something up, I'm not really playing TF2. I'm either thinking about what videos I want to do next, trying to organize all of that stuff while not actually on the game, or I'm playing CS with my friends, going for a run, working out, spending time with my family and just stuff like that. I don't live on TF2, basically. And then when I'm not playing it, I'm off doing other things, keeping my mind busy and not really thinking about TF2. So when I come back to it, I actually want to play it. Obviously, if I do want to play it while I'm not streaming or making a video, I will. But that doesn't happen too much because I have so many other things that I am trying to do every day. And it makes me quite busy. And I would be a liar if I didn't tell you guys that a few years ago, I went through a period at some point where I wasn't playing much TF2 at all, and I didn't want to play it pretty much whatsoever. That was less about the game and more about my mental health. I also think that bit needs to be in there, but I wasn't playing TF2 a lot. I was getting gameplay from other people. They were sending it to me, and I was just talking about stuff and editing it. That was pretty much it. For some reason in my head, I couldn't actually stop making videos about TF2. I had to keep making videos, but I just didn't want to play the game anymore. What a weird time that was. If you were watching my channel during that point, I'm sorry. But I would say I have been burnt out on TF2 before, which is when I take breaks and it's when I go off and do something else. And hopefully the next day, if I'm feeling it, I'll play TF2 again. If not, I'll take another day off, hopefully. I think last summer was probably the best example of that. Like, I was trying to do a whole bunch of other videos. I was getting angry because those videos weren't doing as well. My channel was doing the worst it had ever done before. And whenever I wasn't doing that, I was like kind of off with my friends trying to live my life a little bit. So yeah, that helped. Anyway, that was a weird tangent. Also, in a weird way, the bots have kept TF2 quite interesting. Not in a good way, I think, but they have kept me entertained seeing what Valve are trying to do, seeing what the community are coming up with to get rid of them, and the challenges that have arisen since Valve have given us this immersive MVM experience that has seeped into casual servers. Obviously, that's a joke, but it's been weird to see how the bots have affected the game over the last few months, and basically how everyone's dealing with it. I consider myself quite lucky that I don't find a huge number of them, and I like the fact that people have seen it as a challenge to now destroy them. I feel like a lot of other game communities would have just given up at that point, whereas TF2 is just like, well, nah, we need to kill them all now. So I'm quite proud of us, you know. This community is quite strong. I think to sum this whole video up, no, I don't think TF2 is getting boring. I think there's so many different things that you could be doing in this game, and if you are getting bored of the game yourself, that is completely okay. I think I'd be a massive hypocrite if I said I have also burnt out of TF2, but if you're feeling bored of TF2, you're not allowed to stop playing. Like, obviously, you're allowed to do what you want. Obviously, if you're feeling bored for a game, I wouldn't push yourself to play a game that you're not having fun with, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of playing a video game. So I'd recommend taking a break from TF2 if you're bored, and maybe coming back if you feel like it at some point in the future. Or if you are just like bored of what you're doing in TF2, trying out a new game mode or trying out a different class or a different weapon set or something like that, like I said before, might be a good way to try and revitalize whatever you're doing in the game and make it feel new again. But I think the main takeaway from this video should be, if you're not finding as much fun in this video game as you used to, don't feel forced to keep playing it. I know it's not the message that a lot of the TF2 community would love me to say, but it's true. If you're bored, play something else. Anyway, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave this video a like, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I said at the start, a stupid amount of things are going to be happening when I hit 100,000 subscribers. You are absolutely not going to want to miss it. I'll also be live streaming when this video goes out too, so you're going to want to go and check that out as well. I'll be just chilling. It will be quite nice, and you know, we can chat. It would be quite cool. So if I see you there, I'll see you there. If not, I will see you in the video tomorrow. So thanks all for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.